Rasheed should have stuck to his MO. He got a shape up and messed everything up. They were doing fine until he got cleaned up. He shaped his stash up. That's what he messed up.
Yeah, he Roscoe. He got to stay
Nah,
Roscoe.
I mean, break him up. Start him over. Let Rondo be the leader as he is.
And we'll
now.
see how that pans out.
I don't think that's going to be a good look,
Work on your jump over the summer. They got Tony Allen still on the team. They got Scalabrine coming off the bench shooting jumpers.
Are you serious?
Tony Allen. Scalabrine.
Me personally, I think this is the last time we'll see the Celtics in the finals for a while. Just the way this team's configured, the age,
talent.
Doc Rivers possibly retiring. I don't think we'll see the Celtics back in the final for a long time, unless they're able to pull off another steal of a trade like they did for.
Are they gonna keep Nate Robinson? Y'all think?
I don't think so.
I think they should. I think he's a good fit for him.
No, I think Nate Robinson will go to a situation where he'll get more playing time.
I think
they might land a Joe Johnson or something.
I think they have a good opportunity to land a big price free agent.
Will they?
Well, they have a good opportunity.
I don't think they have the cap room that other teams have.
No, if some of the players opt out, they will.
Well, only person that can really opt out is Paul Pierce. KG's still there.
Yeah,
they still have Big Baby for another season.
Big Baby's not getting paid that much.
I know. What I'm saying is, I don't think they have the cap room to really go after a marquee name.
Other than KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, they don't have that much money on the cap. Their bench, the starting lineup was pretty much the mainstay of their salary. Once like 2/3 leave, they have a lot of money.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to do some more investigating on that one. But on the flip side, the Lakers. Back-to-back championship, where do they go?
Well, like
Does Phil stay? I mean, what happens?
I said in my blog, Phil should roll out. They should hire Byron Scott. I said at the end of my blog, the Cavaliers were looking at Byron Scott, and they're getting ready to hire him, it looks like. So they're going to lose out on that. Phil needs to roll. I think he's done. They want to make him take a pay cut. Now, that's one person that I agree with need a raise. You know, he didn't won, 11 championships? The best coach ever, possibly?
They have a rumor. There's a rumor out there that, the Lakers might land Chris Bosh. And they might trade buying him to Toronto.
Ooh, I don't know
about that.
I wouldn't really. If I'm Toronto, I'm not taking that trade. I'd rather take my chances of re-signing Chris Bosh. But Artest, he's gonna be around for another season. Kobe's gonna be around. Odom. I mean, pretty much their entire, top 7 are gonna be around for another season. So I mean, Kobe can opt out next season, but. I mean, this is a team who pretty much. I mean, they're not too old, but they're not really young.
Maybe they'll develop Prefontaine. Maybe they'll develop him. I mean, Adam Morrison.
Will they?
Maybe they will. Finally,
they always need a white guy to carry the bag.
He can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot. They need Phil Jackson. If Phil Jackson's not
Derek Fisher, I hope he retires.
And he's a free agent too.
So what? Who cares?
If a person was to leave, I think Derek Fisher probably be the person to leave, and I can see them going with Farmar or Shannon Brown. Something like that.
Shannon Brown will probably go too. I think Farmar will be the mainstay there, even though Shannon Brown might be a little more athletic. But for whatever reason,
I know somebody else that's leaving. Paul Gasol's beard. That Joe need a really good hit free agency because he needs a shaved bag because the European look needs to really go with him. But
I like him, man. He cried. I like people to show emotion.
He's soft. He's still soft.
He shows some emotion, man. He's
Paul Gasol.
He teared up, man. He might be on the other team,
I think so too.
He's a good player.
But in other NBA news, the NBA draft's coming up this Thursday. We got the Wizards with the holding number 1 pick. Everybody and their mama know who they going after pretty much. I mean,
Wall Street.
Up against the Wall Street. John Wall, D.C., here you come. You think what neighborhood y'all think John Wall gonna live in when he move in?
C Pleasant, baby. He gonna stay in the hood. He gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We got Curryhouse right there, KFC. He just came from Kentucky. You know he probably gonna get some KFC when he get here, dog.
Man, Will, we from District Heights, man. You think you gonna come around our neighborhood?
Of course he gonna come to District Heights. Go to Forestville Mall. Go shopping.
Maybe Dockett to take him under his wing, dog. He gonna chill with Dockett. He gonna hate us then. I don't listen to Urban Sports Scene.
Nah, he probably go to Burtonsville and be like, oh, this your hood? This your hood? Burtonsville, fool. This your hood?
98.
But nah, what picture you think is gonna happen? Who's y'all mock draft for the top 5? What y'all think is gonna go down?
I think it's a toss-up at number 3. I believe that Cousins will go to New Jersey. They want somebody big who can shoot. What do y'all think?
I think that'd be a good front line with Cousins and Lopez on the front. I mean, you need some front court players in the East.
Yeah, because Lopez is a good rebounder. So
I think the Nets go with Favors.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I think they'll go with some athleticism down there with Lopez.
I think Favors is more of a compliment to Brook Lopez. Yeah. I think in this day and age, it's rare to find a big man, especially a guy that's skilled like Brook Lopez. And I think that Derek Favors is a better compliment to him than Derek Cousins.
And
well,
with-
the
and
other
with talk-
thing,
go-
well, I don't want to cut you off, Wally, but
DeMarcus.
the rumor I keep hearing out of Philly, though, is the coach and the GM are pretty much split on picks. One wants Evan Turner, the other one wants Favors. So, I mean, you don't know what direction really that's going to go in. And I heard Evan Turner didn't even work out for the Nets. So, what if that situation happens where Philly goes with Favors and then you have Evan Turner sitting there? I mean, what do you think the Nets would jump out there and get him?
I think Doug Collins would probably. I think Doug Collins wants Turner. I mean, knowing that he needs to be an established coach right now, he's had a failing pass in Washington. He's going to probably want the most talented player.
Doug Collins had a failing pass at every coaching
yeah, so you're going to want.
Detroit,
But you
Chicago.
don't. We've learned that if you go with Evan Turner is probably, in terms of this draft, everyone is overall consensus that he's already played NBA player
He's
right
pretty
now.
much the equivalent of Brandon Roy a few seasons back.
Exactly. And Doug Collins has already went through the Kwame Browns. Why go with that when you already have a known commodity right here in Evan Turner, who everyone pretty much says is like exactly compared to Brandon Roy?
Go ahead. Did the NBA learn from Dante Green, though?
I don't think
That's
so.
who Wesley Johnson is in this draft to me. Dante Green. Like, he's not ready.
But is it Collins? I thought Collins was more in favors and the GM's in favor of Turner.
It's a lot of favoring going on.
Yeah, favors everywhere.
I just know
favor.
it's between the GM and owner.
To me, I mean, and also if you do go with Turner at that spot, what do you do with Iguodala?
I want Greg Monroe to go to the Kings because Steph
Iguodala.
Curry ain't passing the ball if he go to the Warriors.
Well, that's what I got. I got Greg Monroe going to Golden State, and he'll play well with Stephen Curry. The pick and roll, good passing. Stephen Curry he gets 10 assists a game, so he does pass the ball.
Don Nelson, blah.
Nah, up and down.
Does he
up and
develop
down
big
team.
men? He develops guards mainly.
He does. Greg Monroe is a special kind of big man.
I wouldn't really want to. I
I
don't think his game really translates well in Golden State.
Nope.
I would rather see him in
I'm
Sacramento.
telling you,
Or be honest with you, I wouldn't mind even
Look, you're
seeing him
thinking-
in Detroit.
You're thinking. Now you think about Sacramento.
What's wrong with Detroit?
Detroit? They only have a coach really. They're up in limbo.
Who's their big man?
Oh, they don't have one. I'm not saying
Exactly.
they don't. But
Like
but
his
Golden State
hair, they
one
don't
either.
have any.
Sacramento doesn't have a big man either.
Like, who's here?
Your boy Villanueva, man.
Let's get back to the mock draft, fellas. Let's get back to the mock draft.
All right, well, who you got over there? I know you got some picks going on. How about Minnesota at the number 4 pick? Anybody you think jumps out there for you?
I think Minnesota. I think that they should go with possibly Wesley Johnson. I think he's the best with what they're trying to do. I think he's the best complement. If you're going to keep Al Jefferson, if you're going to keep Kevin Love, then Wesley Johnson probably is the best fit for the
I don't
Minnesota.
think so. Y'all forgetting about my man from Florida.
Who was that?
What's his name?
Corey Brewer?
Yeah. My bad. I
I
forgot
thought
his
you
name.
meant somebody getting drafted.
I think what they
But you
need
know-
is a former picks to step up. Like McCants, Brewer, all those
But
dudes.
Cans don't play for Minnesota.
He got traded again?
Nah, he don't play anymore. Minnesota.
My bad, he wasn't doing nothing.
He played for Sacramento.
Minnesota's interested in getting Rudy Gay, so obviously I don't think they're that happy with Brewer. So I think they might get a Wesley Johnson.
And Wesley Johnson's going to fill the
No, I'm
void?
just saying though they're still looking for a swingman. That's what I'm talking about. They're still looking for a swingman.
Like I said, did they learn from Dante Green? Them Syracuse pros don't be working out to me. Except for Carmelo and Derek Coleman. Who else has worked out for Syracuse?
What about
Johnny
Sac-
Flynn. Johnny Flynn had a pretty good rookie season.
He's all right.
What about
He's
Sacramento?
all right.
King Ward, he's all right. He's still in the
That's
league.
going to make an impact in your franchise. Johnny Flynn's not going to make an impact in your franchise, not just yet.
So we
He's
got
a bad franchise.
for Sacramento.
I just said Greg Monroe.
You correct me.
Well, who you guys sleeper picks are coming out as far as may slip into that and slip into the lottery? Anybody you think may jump out there? Like you think Patrick Patterson will be able to slip into the lottery?
I think a guy that's a sleeper that a lot of people aren't paying attention to and is actually ready now for the NBA is James Anderson out of Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
The guy's a great scorer. He can.
Well, to me, he reminds me of
Tony Allen.
He reminds me of Tony Allen, and even someone before him from last year, Hardy. He reminds me a little bit of him, maybe a little bit more athletic,
I
but
think he's NBA ready. I think if you, from game one, if you install this guy in the starting lineup, I think he averages at least. He'll get you 12 to 15 points a game.
you know what? You lucky we ain't got a fantasy basketball league because you can go ahead and pick him, and he'll be sitting at the end of your bench all season. Me personally, I think if a guy may come in that may be a big surprise, maybe Gordon Hayward out of Butler. I think with his talent, if he goes to the right team, he might be able to contribute a lot.
So where do you think he might land? Where he might land?
I think he might land anywhere. Well, no, I don't want to be racist, but he's white, so he might go to Utah or Indiana.
Larry
Is it true?
Larry Sanders is more talented than Ed Davis and Al-Farouq Aminu.
Oh yeah, for
Who do you think is overrated? Because me personally, I think Ed Davis is overrated.
He is.
He's very
and so is
athletic.
Al-Farouq Aminu.
Yeah.